Hold on. Oh, the chat box is slightly off. That's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me a lot. Give me a second. Man. Just there we go.
Fixing it
All
right now on
All right, that's good.
server
That's good.
side.
That's good.
Ding.
Hey, there we go. Full update. That's what I like to see. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So, who wants to give me the recap of the last act as we move into the fourth?
Haha, Paxel, you were wrong. After a long battle fighting off the Candlekeeper in order to save our souls, we decided to take some deals offered to us to join up with the Impossible Apprentice. After some discussion and some conversating about our goals and making sure our intentions were pure, even if we're pushing the limits of good and evil, with Alpha leading us, we're going to hope to stay on our path and maybe keep things together.
Crispy, clean, and to the point. Inspiration for you. So, as we're going to pick up where we left off, the party has been pulled into the service of the Impossible Apprentice. And so, they have entered the bowels of the Wayward Tower, their fates unknown. All right, let me load up a map for you. I also have some new music for you as well.
My body is ready, but my mind quivers in fear.
It is not the 1990s X-Men. No.
Here's hoping.
It's stuck in my head now.
I'm just saying, if we become the X-Men, I call Gambit.
Bro, that's not fair. You know I'm literally Cajun. That's literally not fair.
He has a
You
tattoo. He has a tattoo. He has a tattoo. He has a tattoo.
I do. It's on my body.
I love Gambit. I
Me
love
too.
Gambit. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine.
Two
fine.
Gambit enjoyers? Incredible.
Fuck.
I have his Ace of Spades tattooed on my
Hey,
calf.
one of you could be Jubilee.
It's so cool. That's actually really cool.
Any
I'm
Jubilee
fine.
enjoyers in the chat? No?
Jubilee's great. Jubilee's fantastic.
Don't ever say her name in canon. Don't do it. Don't say her name. I'll shoot you with a gun. All right, let's see. Here we go. Let me get your guys' music lined up. Because this one is...
Fuck, man, I never even thought about what X-Men I would be if I couldn't be Gambit. Never occurred to me that I could never be Gambit.
Sorry.
It's fine.
It was me.
I'm fine.
I stole it from you.
It's like 80% of my personality is the fact that I love Gambit.
So much. It's an incredible amount.
I should have said like 82.3 just to be a weird specific number.
You gotta get a little autistic on them with that numbers.
It was me. I was the one that did it. Okay, here we go.
I think my favorite form of tism that I've ever seen on somebody is whenever you start humming a tune and then Arcadum just goes full out singing on it.
I can't deal with it. It's too much.
It's my favorite, dude.
Well, I got it to play, but it's not playing through... It's not playing through... What the... Hold on, chat room. Sorry, I'm having some difficulties over here. I don't know what's going on. I mean, chat can hear it, but you guys can't. You know what? I don't care. I'll just link it to you guys directly here.
We don't matter.
We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Woo!
Press play on this when I tell you to.
Look at general chat. I'm gonna start this over. 3, 2, 1, begin. There.
Nice name.
Now all my timing will be correct. All right, here we go.
Terrifyingly beautiful.
All right, so we're gonna pick right up where we left off, where you entered the the entrance through the maw of this great and terrible creature, and step out onto the other side to find the confines of the tower, depicting that of other forms that this vessel once took. The walls are shifted and twisted, almost as if they were repurposed into something else. Devices, perhaps furniture or other fittings onto the walls, have been tailored into beds, chairs, almost as if pure will warped them rather than their form being changed naturally. You can also see the dead fill this area and several ominous nooks and crannies. Unclear as to what their deaths were or how they died, you can see that their bone, equal to any metal or piece of wood, woven into this non-organic art piece. You can feel magic emanating through the air in intense quantities. The faint smell of the same toxic gas that you had felt lingers here, although not in any capacity that damages you. And so, I take you to the inner confines of the Wayward Tower before the angelic chorus. Why is this gridded? I'm gonna lose my mind. Give me a second. Why did this... What? Hold on.
It's around the corner.
Hold on, I have to fix this. It's not even properly... Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, here we go.
We just need to get the west off. We'll be fine.
This is starting to harsh my mellow. Oh, are these all gridded? Yeah, these are all gridded. I grabbed the wrong one. Damn it. Okay, hold on. 2 seconds. I can solve this problem. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me a lot if I don't just fix it now, so I'm just gonna do it real quick. Okay, and now I just replace this. Configure. Basics. Click that. Click this. Click that. Oh, there we go. Whew. Oh, that's so much better. You guys see my pointy finger?
Loading.
Oh, you guys are loading?
I'm in.
Okay, let me know when you're all loaded up.
I'm in.
I'm also.
There you go. Sorry about that delay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Everybody loaded in?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm in.
The map is active as I described it. The entirety of this area has been shaped through will. To give you an idea, you can see that there are pieces of the fixtures that used to be different things, but that have been hard warped into the walls, turned into different shapes, situated in such a way as to serve other purposes, but not by the regular dismantling and reorienting, but through magical reality warping methods.
Holy shit.
Map is active, do as you wish.
So now what do we do?
Well, I suppose we move forward into seek him. I presume he would want to direct us in our actions.
Makes sense.
Oh, is this actually like some sort of makeshift camp over here?
That isn't there yet.
That's there.
Ignore that. No, that is not there
Oh,
yet.
oh, that's not there.
Ignore that.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, just. Oh, that's a weird, completely empty space. Could use with some decorating.
Very odd material here. Seems warped by magic.
Yes. I'll look down at the bodies.
Hey,
Is that
Arcadum,
it?
for now, could you have just like let Kaido have control over Jean?
Sure.
Thanks.
My brother. He's still with. Look. No! Not Meryl.
Mm-hmm. In my opinion, it's better this way.
Hmm.
Okay, he has the ownership now. Alright.
Thank you.
As you get to about here, Grammar, you can see that there is a large door made out of metal and wood, shifted and contorted together in the same process that you've been seeing around. Bodies, pieces, tools, all interwoven into the floor. You can see along the walls that there are many strange, circular vats, tubes. You recognize them to be somewhat like alembics, except that they are far too large for any sort of potion. However, upon closer inspection, you can see that they are filled with a viscous liquid containing the shadows of a humanoid form. And there are dozens of them that fill and line the walls, all the way up to the ceiling before they disappear from sight.
What are we looking at here, Grammar? Do you have any idea?
You are muted.
I don't know. Do we just go through it? It looks like some sort of soul situation. I've never seen anything like this.
I'll step forward and look at the this. Is there like a handle?
Yeah, it's a wheel crank door.
I'll place
Crank
my
that
hand
shit,
on it
Shinji.
and attempt to begin to open it.
Alright, could you say again, Anfa?
Yeah, I'll place my hands on it and begin to attempt to open the door.
Okay. As you press on the door, at first it resists you somewhat, and then it simply activates, turning on its own almost. The door continuously turns, spinning into place, until finally you hear the sound of a locking mechanism. And then, the gate slowly opens, revealing a stone staircase that leads down.
I'll walk through. Well, let's go down.
What is this?
A simple orb of light emanates from the wall. Whatever purpose it once served, it's not really clear. You don't think it was meant to be a light, but it seems to be serving that purpose now.
Weird.
This place seems so strangely old and yet new at the same time.
Seems like it has been adapted to a new purpose.
Much like nature will adapt itself.
When you get to this point, you can see more of the same. This staircase leads up and to another door. Over here, you can see a twisted door that seems to be bound shut. You have no idea whether or not you could open it. It certainly doesn't look like it could be opened through any traditional means.
Must we leave that one be?
I
Axel?
don't think we're getting through that way.
Well, we might be able to get through, but I think the intended path is up ahead.
Aye.
Can we see through the door? Is it like bars, or is it just like a solid door?
It's twisted shut. It's like metallic wicker baskets woven together.
Okay, so there's not really any way to see through it. Got you.
Yeah.
You got this one,
Okay.
Rammer?
How tall is this place?
How tall is this place?
Yeah, as Kato looks up.
Vaulted ceilings go into the darkness. You have no idea how tall it truly is.
Yeah, I'll take care of this one, and I will attempt to open the door.
All right. As you place your hands upon this one, on the other side, or excuse me, as you place your hands, you can feel a thrumming vibrating through the door into your hands. It's almost feels like a rhythmic thrum.
Yeah, Grammar's going to go ahead and pull away from that. It's vibrating.
My hand on the handle. Oh, it is. Well, we ventured this far in. It would make no sense for us to turn back now. Just a simple door.
We have permission.
I'll go ahead and open it.
All right. As you place your hand and begin to twist the wheel, slowly it begins to rotate, shifting and twisting, ticking down. All right, and here we go.
Are we seeing gradually less and less dead bodies, or is it the same?
Gradually less, definitely.
Yeah.
Eventually, you twist the wheel until it closes. You hear a deep locking mechanism, and the door slowly begins to shift open. As it does so, you can hear the sound of a pneumonic hiss as the room inside seems to be sealed. The air that courses through is both carrying the rancid smell of the gas that you've heard before and a sickly sweet odor that seems to permeate above it. You do not think that you're being diseased. It doesn't seem that strong, but it is pungent. As the door finally finishes opening, inside you see a room of immaculate and confusing design, shifting and twisting in an array of nearly infinite probabilities. The room is like a labyrinth of the mind. The angles that you see shift and twist onwards and outwards into impossible angles that make no sense to the structure that you see before you. Floating in the center of the room, with all the light bending around it, you see the impossible apprentice. Map is active. Do as you wish. Also, you're muted.
Alright.
Everything is so advanced. Nothing like Caravanas at all.
I'm sure this is similar to your home.
Not really.
Is it more advanced?
I would say so.
Oh. Surely then this is a powerful entity.
Grammar, do you mean to be far away? Okay.
His mic's acting up.
Oh, I will move him forward and just move him back if he says he doesn't go in. Okay. As you come up into this room, the impossible apprentice will turn their head and look over their shoulder. You have arrived. Good. Floating down, he will come almost far enough to the ground for his tail to touch, but he will stop. Upon entering, you have accepted. This is good. Good. It is good. Good. Thank you for your assistance. We are grateful, expectant of your service. Alright, make me some Arcana checks.
That tracks.
Can you guys hear me now?
Here you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
There
but
he is.
What were you saying?
I-
Good?
I had to I had to activate push to talk for whatever reason.
Okay. With those
Curious.
What's up?
No, it's push to talk problem. We're good.
Alright, with your arcanas, this is what you're able to determine. It seems in this room there is a constant divination effect that is active. You can see that much of it is coursing through the impossible apprentice, making his already fairly erratic behavior even more erratic. But what's weird is that you do not actually sense exposure emanating from this magic. Whatever it is, it seems to be doing whatever it's doing without mana.
Yes. We have come to give you our assistance.
Good. Good. This is good. Come forward. Be not afraid.
How come we're the only two going this way, Darian?
We went the cool path, you know.
Oh yeah, I guess, sure. We're cool like that.
What'd you guys say?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Just elf shit.
Oh, I don't know anything about elves.
Oh, that's fine.
Alright, so on the ground you will see more and more of the same that I have described. The twisted construction of the various devices, platforms, and stairs. Viscera, bodies, and strange gelatinous masses which you think look oddly like humanoid forms etched and woven into the metal, as seamless as any stonework. You will then see the apprentice speak directly. Yes, assist, you must. The experiment is broken. My colleagues disagree. They think that it can be expanded. Master would not have wanted that. Master would want the experiment to stop. We must activate the devices. It must be... He'll stop and look up for a long minute. Yes, it must be done.
What must be done?
The experiments must be ceased. They have run their course. I have seen the Master's face. He has spoken. His work is done.
And
What are these experiments?
yes.
And who is your master?
And yeah, who's your master? Yeah, Darian said.
The master is the stranger. He is and is not. His experiment of Corvanus must end. Yes,
The experiment of Corvanus?
indeed. The experiment has run its course. Entropy has begun to take its place.
So you're saying that Corvanus is just an experiment? Huh.
A multifaceted experiment, yes.
Am I part of that experiment?
Yes.
Takes a step back.
Grammar will look over at Darian. What does entropy mean?
It's randomness. It's a nice way to say it, I would say. Chaos.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like Paxel's entropy.
I suppose.
Okay.
How do we stop it?
Experiments must be stopped. The old words must be spoken. That which is lost must be reclaimed. Yes. Yes. We will need devices, materials. We will need
Is there a way to
supplies.
fix it?
Experiment must be stopped.
But is there a way to fix it?
I think
The experiment must be stopped.
his colleagues are the ones that want to try and keep it going when it's just gonna start falling in on itself. It's sort of like that they want to keep the struggle and all the stuff that's happening going, I guess. He wants to stop it. Apprentice, if we stop this experiment, what happens to Corvanus?
The experiment must be stopped. The apprentice will move its hands, begin to conjure different images. Cannot see, but know the need. Need must be seen. Yes, through eyes uncolored, you will see. Yes, you will hear the words sang by the choir. Yes, you will see what I cannot. Useful, serendipitous.
Do you mean you can't see what's going to happen yet? So you need us to see for you and tell you?
Cannot see the need. Known of the need. Pieces missing, required to stop the experiment.
Alright, I think I understand.
I do not. I'm just following your lead.
Right. So you need us to fetch missing or lost pieces that you require in order to stop the experiment.
Yes, correct, precise, serendipitous.
Okay. And because we have colorless eyes, that makes us opportune for this sort of endeavor?
Your eyes see little, and will not be confused by the noise. Your ears hear little, and will hear the clearer tone. It is quiet in your minds, quiet enough that you may hear.
Okay. And this is a lot to take in.
Where do we go?
And what do we do?
Must learn, must listen to the choir. The choir will know.
Okay. Where can we hear the choir?
The apprentice begins to grasp at things, invisible things in the air. Lights begin to appear at the edge of his fingers. Magic begins to permeate around him. Bit by bit, small orbs begin to float out from these three greater chambers. Each of the different orbs begin to rotate amongst each other. Within orbit, they form a larger and larger looking creature. Pieces and more pieces form until finally, a being whose form is difficult to put into words appears before you. Like 1,000 spheres and 100 rings and wings made out of fading light. You will see this summoned before you.
Whoa.
Well, fuck, that was a horrible time for my internet to cut out. I just came back to a giant fucking eyeball.
Okay, as this is summoned before you, you can immediately hear, just feel in your mind, all sorts of words pushing in and pushing out. You can hear words in a language that you do not recognize, on full blast almost, deafeningly loud, pressing in. You will see that the apprentice raises its hands and slowly pulls them down. And as it does so, each almost indecipherable different voice, sound, and song slowly begin to quiet. Once again, although it defies your logic, before you, you see that this creature possesses no mana. You sense not a shred of magic upon it, which is impossible. And then finally, the apprentice will call out while holding their hands in place. Speak! Listen! The words to the song. Speak, listen. And with it, you will see this enormous being turn and look down upon you. And you will hear this word spoken in several languages at once. Inquiry. It will repeat. Inquiry.
It says the word inquiry.
What are you?
Classification. Principality. Further information classified.
What is the experiment?
Clarification required.
Experiment of Corvinus.
Experiment classification 0.5 Corvinus. Information available. Please inquire.
What was the experiment's goal?
Goal of experiment 0.5 Corvinus was to replicate indominant faith, itinerant power to be spread to those regardless of one's affiliations. Objective: create a power source that could be used outside the confines of normal Aeonic rules. Current progress
rule?
67%. Ask your question again.
So what's an Aeonic rule?
Aeonic rule. A rule that is enforced by the Aeons, the denizens created by the Great Covenants, set by Lord Death.
Okay.
Well, that sounds awful.
Hmm. Oh,
What
How-
would the end goal of the experiment look like if it's already at 67% complete?
Speculation is against this one's existence.
Fair.
What was the idea had for the experiment's goal to be?
Oh wait, if there's an experiment, there's a hypothesis. What was hypothesized?
That's why I specified idea. That way it wouldn't even be a theory at that point.
Oh, word.
Calibration of experiments' expected results were multifaceted. In summary, if a source of power equivalent to the strength of faith could be performed outside Aeonic rules, it could be produced without the need for color interaction. Such an emanation might be used to defeat that which is bound by color interaction.
So, the goal was to create a false god to emulate the power given to a god?
Negative.
How do we stop the experiment?
To cease the Corvanus experiment, each contingency must be reversed, and each failsafe must be activated.
And if we're successful in this, what would Carvanus look like afterwards?
Speculation is against this one's existence.
Fuck.
If we stop this experiment, will Corvanus remain as it is?
Negative.
Will it be destroyed?
Speculation is against this one's existence.
What was
How many failsafes are there?
There are 5 fail-safes.
what was Corvanus before the
Hold,
experiment?
hold on, wait. Hold on. Let's get the important questions out of the way. We don't know if we have a limited time. So, what are the different failsafes called?
Title of fail-safes are as follows. Give me a second. See that.
I hate this AI thing. Answer my questions. I don't care if it's the hypothesis.
I love it.
This is the kind of shit that would scare the shit out of you, and then say, "Be not afraid."
Yeah.
Be more afraid.
I thought I had a pretty good question there. What was Corvanus before the experiment?
It is, but we don't know if there's a limit to this, which I'm pretty sure there is.
That's why I didn't fight it. I was like, yeah, fair enough.
I don't know
Move
how
on.
long our God
Alright.
can keep these fucking voices quiet.
Are you ready?
Yep,
Someone taking notes because I don't have my notepad. in
I
front of
am.
me.
Oh, I haven't sealed it yet.
Oh, it's okay. Okay.
Let me
Fail.
test
Ready.
so that you guys can type as well.
Failsafe 1. Ichoric degradation. Status: inactive. Critical mass.
I'm good.
Okay, you guys good? Okay.
Mhm.
Failsafe 2. Purge mana reserves. Status: inactive.
Okay.
Alright. I put the link in embedded.
Failsafe 3. Organic purge. Status inactive. Error. Containment leak detected.
Okay.
Well, that one doesn't sound good for our health.
Mm-hmm.
Failsafe 4. Release of ignorance mechanism. Status inactive. Warning. Intruders detected.
So someone's there.
I
Can you
think
repeat
that's
the name one more time?
release of ignorance mechanism. Warning, intruders detected.
Inactive status.
I think they're all inactive until we touch them.
Thank fuck.
Especially that organic purge.
That's the first one I want to do. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to die immediately, thank you.
Failsafe 5. Crucible of light activated. Status activated. Warning. Warning. Aberrant change detected. Failsafe. Failing.
All right. I'm good.
That's bad. Okay. So we have the failsafes that need to be activated. Now we need to know the contingencies that need to be deactivated, right?
That's not what. Should we go through get the list of contingencies?
Yes.
Okay. What are the list of contingencies?
Contingency 1. Zyro cost. Maintain Agamemnon's chains. Contingency 2. Forge of Ice Under. Control of mana reserves. Contingency 3. Seeding vessel. Codename Wayward. Greater flesh crime to enforce will of stranger.
Seeding vessel code name Wayward Greater Flush Claim. Sagan.
Greater flesh crime to ensure will of stranger.
Take take it that's what we're standing in.
Contingency 4. Silver stone activation. The spreading of silver salt will result in an increase in magical potency. Contingency 5. Light of the End. Facsimile deity meant to ensure the survival of the faith experiment. This contingency has been activated.
After the word survival, what was it? The survival, and then I got the contingencies has been activated.
Survival of the faith.
Got it.
This all just raises so many more questions.
Fucking loads of questions.
How does it feel to be an experiment, guys?
Fucking loads of questions.
So you said this is experiment 0.5.
Yes.
Are there others like it?
Yes.
Who and what is Agamemnon?
Please do not elaborate.
Are you having an existential crisis?
I'm trying to deal with my own quote-unquote experiment and don't need to know what the fuck is going on to other people.
Well, let's get all the contingencies first.
In response to Darian's question, Agamemnon is one of the 5 prototype spirits used in the early stages of this experiment.
Wait,
What
like,
are the other prototypes?
like the Enfante?
Prototype spirits are as follows: Agamemnon, Illum, Jos, Laughing Red, Black Beast.
I'm missing one. I've got Laughing Red, Illum, Laughing Black Beast, and Agamemnon. There's one I'm
Jos.
missing.
Jos.
Josh. Are you in the
JOS.
notes I put in embedded?
Yeah, what?
JOS.
Got it.
Gambus, are you the notes that I put in embedded?
I'm not very good at operating Discord, remember? So I just have notes pulled up, and I'm
It's-
literally word for word.
It's
He's
Google
he's
Docs.
fine. He's fine. I would be writing them, handwriting them, but
Let him do his own
I don't
thing. It's
have
fine.
enough.
Let's do it that way. Then.
Got it. This is a lot to get down.
I have a
So
question.
the Monty were just created, the spirits.
Was that question in or out of character?
That's her just kind of talking
Not
to
you.
herself.
You talked right over Avery.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, that was sorry, that was in question. That was in character. I do have a question.
All right, go ahead.
It was failsafe number 3, organic purge. When you said containment leak detected,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean it's actively purging organic matter?
Yes.
Okay.
Or at the least
That
that
is-
whatever it is leaking.
Okay.
Each of the fail safes are attached to their respective contingency, and I gave you to them in the respective orders.
Yeah.
Right. So Forge of Isunder controls the mana reserves, and that releases to purge mana reserves. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Now he gets it. Now it hit him. Okay, there he is. He got there.
I am feeling like I'm missing a ton of context from previous sessions that I was not involved for.
It's
And
very
Oh
much
no,
like
this is from
place
other
is leaking.
games, my friend. You're
You're
fine.
exactly where you're
Ignorance is
supposed to be,
bliss.
man.
Trust me.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
cool.
Yeah, just follow Avery's example. You'll be fine.
I think Avery just realized what the gas actually is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Leak.
organic.
Yeah.
Oh, we're breathing in dead people.
Because it said the contingency number 3 was the seeding vessel Wayward, aka the Wayward Tower. And
Wow.
it has to do with the organic purge, the fucking fog.
Greater flesh crime.
So the idea, yeah, as presented before you, for contingency 3, since it's relevant. So there's two pieces here. There's the contingency, which is to make something continue, and then a failsafe, which is to stop something. Right? So the contingency to continue the Wayward Tower is a greater flesh crime in order to enact the will of the stranger. What is a greater flesh crime made of?
Flesh.
Organic material,
Body.
right? So the failsafe, which is intended for if the contingency is improperly implemented, is a organic purge.
Mm-hmm. So then I'm confused. Creature. I don't know what to call you.
It does not respond to that.
Pardon me, floating creature that answers my questions.
Oh,
do I
choir
call
of
you?
angels.
This one's designation has not been updated.
Okay. Then I have another inquiry. Why is the failsafe number 5 activated and contingency number 5 both activated?
These were activated by inputs with stranger level classification.
So the stranger or somebody with that level of classification tried to stop it?
But they also tried
Negative. They activated them. Would you like to see visual footage?
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, one moment, please.
Loads up episode.
So somebody activated a contingency called the Light of the End to keep the faith going, and then somebody activated the Crucible of Light failsafe to stop the faith from going.
which would
So
cancel
who
each
activated
other out.
who activated the contingency?
He said both.
Well,
We're
doesn't
done by
Abbott
the
change
stranger.
to the light? It might be interfering.
If both were done at the stranger's level of classification, that would be our apprentice's boss, right? So he wanted to stop the experiment by activating the failsafe, but keep the experiment going by activating the contingency.
Okay. You are then shown a visual representation through the use of illusion magic around you of what occurred during that time. Unfortunately, there is no audio.
I'm still loading.
Yeah, it's still loading.
Let me know when you're loaded.
Who pressed the button they shouldn't?
Loading.
What a bunch of good guys.
Ooh, wait. Oh my gosh, yeah, you would. Crazy.
All right.
I'm
You will
still
see the.
loading.
I'm
Oh,
still loading.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sitting at a flat 99.
Same these.
Yeah, it's just chilling at 99 right now.
Okay, I thought it was just me. Sweet. Ichoric devastation at critical mass. That refers to Agamemnon's chains.
Mhm.
So he's
Oh.
I'm in.
Oh, I'm
I'm
in.
in.
I'm in.
Okay. Now that everybody's in, you will see these individuals running around in an almost panicked sort of state. This one starts pointing over there. This one takes off his hat. This one lies on the ground and starts complaining openly. And then you will see this one come up and point at something. And then you will see this one look down with curiosity in their eyes. You will see this one shaking their head no. You will see this one putting things in their pockets. And then this one
Like my guy.
pushes a button. And then you will see, in words above, contingency activated. You will see this one read that, and then we'll look at the others, who will kind of all shrug. And then they will be attacked by whatever the fuck this thing is.
I don't like that.
And that's it. That's all this. That's all you're
That
shown.
reminds me of the meat
What-
spider.
What is? If you want the audio, just go to like what episode, like 17 or whatever.
Something
Yeah,
tells
there's
me
your
they're
audio.
not supposed to be there.
One thing that is clear, despite not having audio, is that it would appear that these people, however they got that kind of access, had no idea what they were doing.
Okay, so that tells me that these people are not the stranger and should
That
not
was
have
an
had
accident.
stranger level of
Hmm.
access to that contingency.
Yeah.
They were not authorized to be there, according to the creature that they had to fight afterwards.
Okay. So if that was the light of the end contingency, what about the crucible of light failsafe?
When was that activated?
The Crucible of Light, according to what text you're being shown ethereally in the air, is that the Crucible of Light was activated almost immediately after the contingency of the Light of the End was activated. It would seem that the activation of the Light of the End had an aberrant change detected within it. So, in an attempt to stop it, the Crucible of Light was activated. Unfortunately, that failsafe failed to stop it. According to the text, is that these contingencies and failsafes were designed to help one another should one fail. It is advised that the best way, in order to ensure that the failsafe of the Crucible of Light to end the contingency of the first prayer, the Light of the End, is to activate the contingency failsafe of the Organic Purge.
Uh-huh.
Which is here in the tower. Damn.
Sounds like we need to
And then
commit
at
a
the
greater
end-
flesh crime.
And then at the end of that text, it indicates that the experiment is considered to be completely turned off when all fail-safes are activated.
Mm-hmm.
We want to ask about the other ones.
I want to know about the release of ignorance.
Yeah, I was
Because
going
it
to
says
ask about
intruders
that
were
one.
detected, and I want to see if it can show us that
Yeah,
situation.
The release of ignorance. Could you explain what that failsafe does, and who these intruders that were detected are?
Certainly.
This thing is so fucking helpful, dude.
Yes.
We should give it a name. What did the apprentice call it? Acquired.
Uh-huh.
If it's a choir, it might know some songs.
Yeah, you might be able to learn something.
Fun stuff first. Other stuff later.
I'm already learning way too much, dude.
Probably for anyone's good.
Okay. So, activating failsafe 4 of the contingency 4 is the release of the ignorance mechanism will cause, according to what is shown before you, will cause a synapse memory loss of all affected by silver salt. Silver salt exposure is at 97% of the continent. The release of this ignorance will not only destroy the memory of those that are involved, but reduce active intelligence to ensure that countermeasures cannot be enacted.
I think I know what the issue there that issue is. Don't you, Grammar? Considering the Mytharians are literally lacing all of their potions in it.
Yep.
Well, all potions have that, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they've got the little tracker salt thing going on.
Well,
I
yeah,
remember
but
that from being affected by it.
yes, but basically every potion has silver salt in it. It's
Yeah.
one of the core
It's a
ingredients.
major. Yeah, it's a major.
That's why it's
Yeah.
97% of the continent is exposed to this.
What is this silver salt?
Hold on. There was another question that was offered, and that is to show the intruders.
Oh yeah.
Footage is then shown of the intruders.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Let me know when you're loaded.
Oh shit, that was quick.
I'm in.
Hey,
That was
that
fast.
I'm in.
loaded
That
really
was super
quickly.
fast.
Okay, you see these
What the
guys
fuck?
running around in a panic, pushing buttons and putting things into walls. And then finally, you see this one open something over here, and they will each of them jump inside of it. First, this one will look out, and you will see that he has a meaningful look on his face. Wind from nowhere blows through his hair, and then he jumps in.
Prestidigitation. It's a good one.
And that's what you see.
Wire?
Man, that
Can
Mets
you
person
tell us
looks
where
familiar.
this location is?
Location of footage. The Silver Silence.
Silver Sun. Could
Is there?
is that on Corvanus?
Affirmative.
Can I?
Could you point out where on a map of Corvanus?
A map will be produced. You will see an indicator appears over the place you know as the Silver Stones,
Oh. Okay.
which you will then see that the map is expanded, and the prongs of the Silver Stones sticking up are actually not stones like a Stonehenge, but rather they are the prongs of an enormous filtration exhaust system in which the silver salt can be released. It is an enormous vent.
My God.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Avery doesn't
Wyatt,
know
can you
either.
show me the map? Can you show me? Can you
Yeah.
show me?
Yeah.
the three
I'll show you. I'll show you the map so you can.
I'm from the Gene is from the Three Kings, so he wants to see what the map does to the Three Kings area. If there's any fucking fuckery there.
Let me know when you're loaded.
99
99.
I'm already loaded.
and a bitch ain't one. So the contingency. Oh, okay, there it is. I'm in.
You loaded? All right. So this right here,
Mm-hmm.
there's a bunch of shit here, but ignore it for a second. Each of these prongs, they are prongs of a vent that opens up and spews silver salt into the air.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's why this whole area is covered in it.
Yeah, I'll then point over to the Three Kings area, and I'll say, how you showed me that those stones weren't actually stones, but a ventilation system of sorts. Is there anything like that in the Three Kings area?
The map will expand, and you will see that over the course of the entire continent, there are tunnels, storage containers, all sorts of places under the ground.
Oh, hell.
Some of them are specialized. Some of them interweave with the dwarvish construction.
Ah,
Can you show us on the map where... actually, I'll clarify first. In order to activate the failsafes, where are they going to be located on the map?
That's a good question. I'm going to go to the corner over here and throw up. I'll be right back.
Right. Are you... Kind of, can you make sure he's going to be okay?
yeah.
He
Sure.
was not expecting to.
That sounds like a pretty big dry heave. Ugh.
Failsafe
He was
1,
not expecting to go back to school today.
right there.
Failsafe 1.
Failsafe 1's right there. Contingency is also there. Number 2.
2. Okay.
Number 3.
Yep, makes sense.
Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5.
Of course. Pale fucking city. God damn it.
Oh, excuse me.
Failsafe.
Number 5 is actually here.
Oh,
Oh,
But still,
Oh.
you know.
excellent.
Alright.
That looks familiar, doesn't it? We have enemies in that area.
We
so
also have friends, remember? Because I'm the child who freaking helped
Sure,
put out a.
Sure.
so okay.
I'm done.
Before we continue with the other ones, let's try and ensure we aren't gonna miss anything with the 5th one. This 5th contingency and failsafe, is it a pointless endeavor to try and correct what's already been done?
Speculation is against this one's existence.
Shit, sorry. Is the 5th failsafe already compromised?
Affirmative.
Alright, so it is likely then a useless endeavor as I turn to Darian to indicate I'm not talking to the entity to venture after that one. So we can
It seems
avoid
so.
the Pale City. Oof.
Is there a way to contact this stranger?
Oh.
Maybe he can turn it off himself, you know.
Oh.
If it really was
Yeah.
no longer needed.
Contact currently unavailable. Would you like to leave a message?
Do you want to leave a message, Darian?
I don't think it's needed.
I mean,
You can if you want.
oh, jeez.
Maybe we should say hello.
Sure. I'll leave a message. Just that we are attempting to. We are adventurers assisting one of your apprentices and ensuring your experiment Corvinus is put into its fail-safe protocol.
Error. Cognitive allowance of message inbox full.
Oh. Oh, it's like sending. Oh, shit. Alright, Don't. Ah, crap. Well, alright then.
Message sent.
Error. Message inbox full.
Oh.
Shit.
So
It's
he
an
can't-
answering machine.
Oh.
he
Oh,
can't
he's
receive our
gotten a lot of
messages.
messages.
The strange deity has an answering machine.
Stranger. Hmm.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah,
Could
he's
you
not there to
imagine-
answer prayers.
Could you imagine coming back to a plane where you're contactable and then just getting bombarded with like 999 sendings? God.
Okay.
That's when he just presses delete all.
Dude, I
Is
have
there
to-
anything else we need?
Oh,
We've got the
absolutely. There's so
location.
much more shit. There's so much more shit that I need. Oh man. We need to keep the contingencies from happening, right? So
Well, we do that with the salt, right?
I thought the fail-safes were.
Yeah, the
Right,
first
but
save
if we're
stop the
going to do the mission
contingencies.
for our impossible apprentice, we have to activate all the failsafes and make sure that all the contingencies do not activate in turn.
Yeah, but activating the failsafes cancel out the contingencies. If the
Well, vice
contingency is activated first, it'll cancel the failsafe. If the failsafe is activated first, it cancels out the contingency.
Presuming they don't fail, of course.
Yeah,
Right, because number 5 failed.
yeah.
Mhm.
Why did it fail? Did we figure that out?
Because there was an aberrant influence.
No, I think the failsafe activated because it detected an aberrant change.
Yeah.
And it failed to stop it.
That's the
Yeah.
correct
So
one.
why did it? Yeah. So why did it fail?
Yeah.
Why did it fail to stop it?
Why did failsafe number 5 not succeed?
Unknown. Report,
Well, we might wa-
report mechanisms detect. Deietic influence. Designation Calcatesh.
Gone from Calcatesh interfered.
Which deity?
Unknown. Parameters indicate most likely deietic interference from Black Pantheon.
I'm gonna look over at you, Big Chief.
Hmm.
Grammar's just gonna look around
That's
at
something we
everybody
should
and
ask,
like, who is he talking about?
If you didn't know, Grammer, Darian's god is of the Black Pantheon of Calcatesh.
Well, fuck.
I also want you to know that I don't know exactly what that means. I'm just regurgitating what I heard him say.
That can't be good.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I wanted to.
Can you show me? I want. Sorry.
So,
A stranger like me. Sorry.
why? A question. When you say that failsafe number 1, Icoric Devastation, is at critical mass, can you elaborate on that?
Affirmative. Icoric degradation. This failsafe stores anti-magical material able to distort, destroy, and disable outsiders. Too much Icor has been stored on this process. Its container has reached critical mass. Spillage has been expected.
Oh.
Icor fields.
Okay.
So this thing is blocking and storing magic?
Whenever it says outsiders, is it referring to demons?
Are you asking it or the people around you?
Around
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Why? What do you mean by outsiders?
Outsiders, designation given to creatures not of the material plane. These creatures are, but not limited to, fiends, celestials, inevitables, proteans, aeons, and other such beings.
You lost me after Celestials, but thank you.
You keep mentioning these aeons and that they're like colors, whatever. What? Can you give more clarity on how this experiment relates to them?
Classified.
Understood. All right.
That's a no-no question.
Got it. Cool. Well then, for me personally, I'd like to know what is, in terms of information, the failsafe most crucial to activating at this moment. As in, which one is the most likely to fail if we linger on taking it?
Speculation is against this one's existence.
Well, to be fair, I
Hard.
think the Crucible of Life. He said the Crucible of Light activated status activated. Warning, aberration change detected. Failsafe failing. It's failing, not failed. So that one is failing. None of the other ones is at critical
Wait,
mass, but it isn't failing.
Did you? Is that what was stated was failing? I just wanted for clarification. Arcadum.
Yeah, it's failing.
Yeah, it's
it's
currently failing. So we can
it's
intervene.
failing?
Yeah, we can try to intervene. It's not likely from what he's saying, but he said failing, not failed.
Remember, the creature cannot give speculation.
Yeah,
Alright.
So we should
Right.
probably start with that one. To
yeah. That's as soon as he said that and clarified the ing, I was like, oh, that's number one. I
Okay.
actually have them numbered in the idea of where I think we should go, based on the information. If anyone's curious.
We can prioritize.
Yep.
Choir, I have a question. Why does magic work differently on Corvanus than it does on Calcatesh?
The ley lines of Corvanus are inured by the experiment.
Is that on purpose?
Correct.
To what end?
To fuel the experiment to its completion.
What happens if I do this? That's what that is.
No. So, I think I get it.
Right, so you're using the mana of Corvanus to fuel the experiments?
Error. Unknown designation.
Or the ley lines?
Unknown designation. You said you are.
Oh.
It's
so-
not
so
doing anything.
So the experiment is using the ley lines to power itself.
Affirmative.
How is it? Is it just giving back, or is it absorbing it all?
Systemic cyclication of Leylenic energy is to be stored and then seconded back into rotation. Last purging of the cycle has occurred 745 cycles ago.
Is there a... Can you put that in terms of Corvanian years?
745 years.
Okay, I didn't know cycles were different measurement of time.
No, excellent question. Good choice.
Yeah, okay, so... Alright,
Hey,
so it
Arcadum,
seems like,
can I-
if I remember correctly, they stated that enacting Failsafe 3 would assist in ensuring that Failsafe 5 and Contingency 5 do not fail completely.
Hey,
If I
question
remember correctly.
for the gang. Does anybody know of any historically relevant stuff that happened about 750 years ago?
I
I
don't
wasn't even
think
thought of
Corvanus...
750 years ago.
I don't think Corvanus was a lot of histories from back then, but Arcadum, I have history trained. Can I attempt a roll?
Sure.
Sure. Normal roll.
Damn, I'm debating if I want to give you inspiration on that, 'cause that's a pretty
Well,
good
you give me
roll.
9, right?
No.
'Cause you're not at 10 right now.
Okay, well, it'd be 9 plus 3. I can give you 12.
If you want to do it.
I say do it because this is
Why
so
not? This is
Yeah.
actually pretty important, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I trained at the college. I think I heard about this. Helping. Plus 12.
Also, you have advantage info from Gene's inspiration now because of his level 8.
Oh. So do
Nice.
I roll it again to see if I get higher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
Uh,
so 24.
No.
24 plus 9.
Plus
That's
12.
Or
it's
12.
plus 12.
So 36.
Well, Anfa, that was certainly before your time. But 745 years ago was about the time when the first druids and the first settlers of Corvanus began to occur. The ones that arrived rather than were placed here as the Antvanti natives. It is said that there was a great surge of energy when the first settlers arrived, the first travelers from Calcatesh and other places. Those in the old texts refer to it as an almost amber-colored wave.
Huh.
What is the purpose of these purges? Could another one happen?
I haven't told you guys. Let me type things up for our reference.
Yep, do your thing.
Well, it's sketchy history, but according to our ancient texts that I've looked at, supposedly that's when the first druids and travelers from distant lands came here for Corvanus. Which would mean that... Well, wait. The druids are meant to be helping preserve the ley lines and... What role do the druids of Corvanus play in the experiment?
Classification, Druidic Incantation, and Introduction. The experiment in its early stages depicted that the splitting of 5 different deities for the then Antvanti faithful to serve diminished their power unduly, creating a situation of rivalry. This rivalry took too long to parse a stronger spirit. Instead, the old faith was experimented, one in which all those that follow have an inkling of their faith into their dogmatic performance. This was proved, however, to be too widespread, not enough focus. The faith energy was mostly wasted, and the entirety of the mechanism became inefficient. It was then that the supplementation of the Church of Light was enacted, proving a most effective focal point for experimentation.
So, in the initial stages of the experiment, they tried to get faith from 5 different sources using the natives. And then they realized that that was a problem, so they bundled them all together, and that just diluted their faith. So then they just scrapped it.
I'll explain it, because you have the information in front of you. I'll explain it in more straightforward terms. So according to what's presented here, the original attempt in order to garner... Because remember, the entire mechanism of Corvanus is meant to produce faith that exists outside the normal rules of the divine, right? That's the actual purpose of the experiment. At the beginning, they attempted to use the Antvanti people and their worship of the spirits using a loose, dogmatic approach. This made the faith pure, but it split it between the 5 spirits, and their natural rivalries did not produce, unfortunately, more powerful spirits by the consumption and defeat of other spirits. Instead, the 5 spirits kind of came to a standstill and stagnation. So the Druidic faith was introduced, with the hopes that providing a faith that was widespread and easily adopted across all methods of life would provide a more potent and powerful source of faith. And it did so, but the problem was that it was too widespread. The faith was actually supplanted into the ground, which caused the verdant explosion in the West, but nothing that could be actually used by the will and machinations of the ambitious, which is the whole point of this faith engine. So then finally, the Church of Light was introduced, which gave not only an incredibly potent and pure personification of faith, but one that could be easily filtered through ambition's guise.
Okay, I'm tracking.
So, essentially, the Antvanti were proved too impotent to provide what the machine needed. The Druidic faith was too cumbersome, and the Church of Light was the perfect point of efficiency, at least comparatively to the other two options.
So, the my people, the Druids, we were supplanted in here purposefully?
Affirmative.
This guy must be pretty powerful. Not that we didn't know that.
Acquire, is there an order of priority that the failsafes need to be activated in to work properly?
Each failsafe should be activated in the appropriate pattern as depicted by the problems in which they will address. However, this one has detected constant attempts to enact total shutdown. This one has instructed the previous user that total experiment shutdown is only possible if each failsafe is activated.
Who was the previous user, Choir?
It will look down at the apprentice.
I see.
So with each failsafe being activated leading into total experiment shutdown, would then Corvinus, in terms of in regards to the experiment being over, it would just be left to its own devices?
Anfa, look at the list. Look at number 3 on the list, and you let me know if you think Corvinus will be okay.
This one cannot
No.
speculate.
Failsafe 3, organic purge. Is that all organic life? Organic, like what is that?
Parameters of organic purging calculated at 93% of continent surface and 86% of continent's cavernous holds and 16% of abyss waters.
The ocean?
So it will purge all life in those parameters.
Affirmative. Alright, so at this point, the party has uncovered the apprentice wants to shut down the experiment. The only way to shut down the experiment, who, by the way, his purpose is to create faith, is to kill the shit out of everyone. Not just their bodies, but their faith as they are, to purge their mana, to even remove their ability to think and know what's happening,
Right.
in order to ensure that there is absolute destruction across the board. That is the apprentice's goal. So, now we come to the crux of the problem. The apprentice is, as you may have noticed,
Cuckoo bananas?
cuckoo bananas, erratic.
Erratic.
His mind is warped by his exposure to the violet. So there are several different ways that you could attempt to augment these plans, not only through the choir but also through himself. There are many different endings that you can achieve depending on what you decide to do here. So tread very carefully.
You just put here's how the end game of Corvinus after we are all done is gonna look like in our hands. That's a lot of responsibility.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility.
We wanted to be on the big table. We're at the big table.
Welcome to the fucking show, kids.
Yeah, we went to the big kids table, and now you're wanting to back out?
We could genocide everything. Just fucking start over. Try again.
Gina's
Just realize that also probably includes us.
It does. 93% does.
93. That's not a good gamble.
It spares that 7% that's in the little spot that is activating it.
Yeah, which it isn't because it's already sick.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
That's us. We're here. I have another question for Choir.
Go ahead. I gotta think.
That's the moment where we look at ourselves and go, so how does it feel to be the last of our species alive on this continent?
Choir.
You could just leave. Go back to talking fish.
For contingency number 3, how is contingency number 3 meant to counteract failsafe number 3?
Other way around.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. Okay, but it'll answer the question. Contingency 3 is a greater flesh crime, a creature composed of organic matter. Failsafe 3 includes the greater flesh crime.
Right. Well, then, that would be... I should rephrase my question. Choir, if failsafe 3 was used improperly and deactivated contingency 3, is there another check and balance in place to keep contingency 3 operating?
Correct. Failsafe 1.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, we got a puzzle on our hands too between this. Fuck.
Right, because we learned earlier that a different failsafe kept check over a different contingency.
Mm-hmm.
Irritation.
This is a hell of a puzzle, right? Don't get it wrong.
So, Grammar's gonna look back at Avery and just confirm. Choir,
Gosh,
right?
this is one of those put it in order puzzles, isn't it?
It seems to respond whenever I call it Choir.
Okay. Choir, which contingency avoids the 93% purge and gives us magic?
Not define parameter. 93% of which one?
The
Failsafe 3.
Organic.
failsafe 3, the organic purge.
Calculating. Failsafe 1 would reduce the efficacy of failsafe 3 to approximately 15%.
From 93 down to 15?
Correct.
That's pretty meaty.
Okay.
And how do we keep magic?
Define parameter.
The whole goal of the experiment is to
Faith.
Right? For magic, for the ley lines. If we do the parameters to shut down the experiment, is there a way for Corvinus to keep magic?
Calculating. Speculation is against this one's existence.
How
That means it doesn't know.
Shit.
How do the failsafes interact with one another?
You just lay out the web for me, my guy. Give me the rock paper scissors diagram.
Can we get this in like a Microsoft PowerPoint, please?
Okay, so it
Get there an
will
Excel spreadsheet.
it will just present
Can we
a
get spreadsheet?
it will present a diagram of 5 different points and 5 circles around those points. It will show in this Venn diagram of how these points interweave and interlock. However, they are not in a perfect circle, meaning that they overlap perfectly. They are overlapped like this.
I feel like we're
Getting a
gonna get a big
drawing?
reveal with this fucking photo.
Are we getting a
I'm
drawing?
definitely gonna rewatch this session multiple times.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
getting a lot
absolutely.
of information from it.
Please tell me Arcadum is gonna draw me something.
I'm about to.
We get
Show me the
MS Paint.
beautiful flower you
We
intend
get
to
a
unfold
spreadsheet.
before our eyes.
We get MS Paint spreadsheet.
Yo, from going from where we were, where we knew nothing, to knowing fucking everything is wild.
Huh.
Welcome to the Impossible Apprentice.
This is
I,
what you wanted.
The impossible path.
I
This-
kind of know stuff already, and there's things I know that would about some things that will make your skin crawl.
That's
No,
what
I'm
you
good.
get for watching the
You
other
can tell me
day.
later.
Don't matter.
You can tell me later.
I'm not gonna meta, don't worry.
I would be meting.
Hey
so
guys, I
fucking
just want you to
hard
know
right
I know things because I meta.
now. I would be
I know
metagaming
things
so
'cause I
fucking hard
like-
right now,
I'm
dude.
just curious
Watch.
because I like listening to all the lore things. So you can tell
I'm
me
already
later.
getting all the lore from
Aw,
my
you're-
friend here.
This is
Little bee.
this is unfortunately where we enter a part of the game where I have to draw something, and I am not a very good artist.
I love
No,
it.
you're a great
Nothing will-
artist,
nothing
Arcadum.
will
Listen,
ever top
alright.
the egg.
I don't. That's not. I'm not looking for a pick me up. It's just I'm moving on. It's all right. It's okay.
Okay.
I want a second egg incident. That's what I want.
What a marvelous egg, my lord!
What a wonderful
Fantastic!
Hey.
Ooh, fantastic!
Oh, my fucking
Okay,
neighbors
I
got
will-
bumping some fucking
I hope I
music.
get a square.
Now let me know if you can hear my neighbor's music and I'll mute.
Did this come out right? Hold on. I'm looking with my eyes right now. Okay, it will draw this pattern.
Oh, the little green circles.
Yeah. This is the pattern that they appear.
These are the failsafes?
Hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm just
Understood.
I gotta do this one step at a time because I gotta draw them
Do
individually.
we
Holding
need to
my
choose the
briefcase line.
15%?
Look, man, if we go from 93% mortality to 15% mortality on the surface, that's pretty fucking good.
I just
Yeah.
want to know if we can pick where.
My problem, right, is using failsafe number 1 includes ichoric degradation. Which in order to maintain that failsafe 1 goes through without a problem, we have to make sure contingency 1 does not activate.
Yeah,
I
and
also do not like letting Agamemnon free.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know you
That's
don't.
what's
I know
keeping
you
him.
don't, Chief. I know you don't. I don't like letting 15% of the population die.
Yeah. They'll repopulate.
They'll get over it.
That's definitely an elf mindset.
No, I'm not drawing boobies.
Sure.
How do you think of shit like this, dude? This is crazy.
Okay, let's see. Well, you see, Avery, when you were talking to girls,
Drag on.
I
While you were getting the clap,
rested the blade.
That's where I went wrong. I was talking to women.
No, he got me.
I could have been like generating puzzles to fuck people over on the internet.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
All those years of pussy wasted.
Uh,
What the fuck?
I wouldn't say wasted. I had some fun.
All those lines, the Academy, wasted.
Wasted.
Oh
Yes.
fuck. Okay.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay, good. All right. Now I have to. Can I change the number of this? I can. So I'm doing some fucking weird shit over here. Don't worry about fuck. Okay, then I 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I go to this one. This one lets me change it to 2. I figured it out. I'm hacking the mainframe.
he's learning.
The major is hacking my fucking synapses to pieces.
Okay. Now I have to display this in the proper method.
Watching Choir summon this fucking picture with illusions is gonna fry my fucking brain.
Grammar will not understand it. Just so you know.
I'm gonna do my utmost to try and keep a hold of what the fuck is happening. But it
But
looks
I
like
gotta-
there are two isolated instances that don't truly interact with others.
I got a -1. Anything greater than like simple conversations, I feel like it's difficult.
Oh fuck, I'm not playing my intelligence score of 10. What am I doing?
I got 11. I'm struggling to keep up.
Oh, you're smarter than me.
Yes, the character is smaller than you.
Me, Gambits, gets it. Grammar, confused shit.
Damn it.
It used to be 8, but now it's 11.
He is relying on Anfa to tell him what to do and explain things later.
You need to look to Darian for intellectual instruction. You
Well,
need to look
Darian and I
to
have-
make you feel bad about your decisions.
Well, Darren hasn't interacted with Grammar too much, so like that's why he's smart enough to know that, hey, what does this word mean? Because the dude holds a book all the time.
Yeah, you're one of those book holders.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what this is.
Grammar
I
is
love
very
that.
tempted to call him a fucking nerd many a times.
Dude,
Fucking
fucking,
nerd.
one of those book holders is fucking Pete, dude. I love that. I'm using that later.
You're one of those book holders, aren't you?
You're like one of them shelves.
Darren
Okay.
gets a new nickname, Shelf.
Okay. And then that means if I turn that. Yeah, okay, good.
I got a question, Arcadum, just
Hey.
while you're doing this.
Yeah.
What has the apprentice been doing this whole time? He's just been keeping the outside voices that this fucker was yelling at us quiet.
He's been doing a lot. You're gonna have to ask him when he's more lucid,
Track.
because right
He's
now
ever lucid?
he's a little whoa.
If you've
Jack
got someone with dementia or Alzheimer's, you know they have good days and bad days.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be like. Except bad.
Scary.
This is to the extreme.
And then that one goes because that one is way over is there, and then that one.
Dude, my granddad had dementia, but if you spoke to him in French, he was quick as a fucking whip, dude. It was crazy.
Okay, then I put that there.
Alright, well, this is going on. I'm gonna update you soon, Gene. Don't mind
you
this.
Send it to you, or, oh, you got it. Never mind.
Nope, I got access to your seat.
Yep, you got it.
See there,
Be gentle with me.
and then this one is.
I'm messing with your items, not you.
And then this one is there. And then this one is.
There has to be a way we can shut this down without releasing
Okay,
this.
there we go. So, this is the placement of the 5 contingencies.
Contingencies are in green or purple.
So, contingencies are green, fail safes are in purple. Where they overlap is representative of their ability to affect each other. So 5, 4, and 3 affect each other a lot. 1 and 2 are less affected.
And 3 has no effect on 5, it seems.
Just because they don't overlap doesn't mean they don't affect each other. That is the level of interaction.
Oh, the closer they are, the more they
Yeah.
interact.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 seems to be a pretty
So
far
contingency 1 is affected the least from the rest of them, whereas contingency 2 is slightly more affected by these ones, and then these 3 affect each other pretty significantly.
See, so it seems like 4 is a pretty. Oh yeah, that would make sense. 4 is pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that makes people go stupid.
Yeah.
Is okay. So we know that. Cool.
Shit.
Choir. Is there a means of altering the target of the organic purge?
Classified.
Yeah, I figured we wouldn't be able to change any of the fail safes.
That's not what he said. That is not what he said. He said classified.
Hmm.
That is about the most yes thing anything that's not allowed to talk says.
How does it become unclassified?
Classification must be acquired, either
Oh.
through direct verbal vouchment or by presentation of credentials.
Hmm.
You don't have security clearance for this.
Grandma will look over at the impossible.
I think
Can
he's.
you vouch for us?
I think he's busy.
He's like screaming
very
softly
busy.
to himself.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's,
Just worth a shot.
He is busy.
He's not contactable at this time.
It was worth a shot.
Hey,
Grandma
you
was
have-
just throwing it out there.
Okay, maybe not.
I'm pretty sure he already did because we were about to hit a wall, and then it changed from.
I think the
classified to
wall
mixed.
was getting us access to ask some of these questions we're able to ask, but we
So he's
still
already doing all
have.
he can. We can presume.
Yeah, we still have barriers we need to get past. Probably by assisting the apprentice is how we'll get the ability to gain more knowledge.
Okay, let's think about this.
Hmm.
So failsafe 3.
Well, I mean, that
In
doesn't
order
mean
to
that there's
keep it-
potential to change it.
I think this discussion's had for as far as our plan would be better kept to us.
Yeah.
He is not contactable at the moment, but I
Yeah.
do think.
Doesn't mean that he's not, able
That's
to listen or
Privy.
read back.
Privy to
Well,
this. Does
or
not mean he's
recall
not
it.
comprehending.
Arcadum, just wanna. It's been a bit, so just want to make sure I'm fully up to date. I'm aware as a druid that the ley lines are sick.
Yes.
Okay.
Although now you know it's not your fault.
Right.
At least not directly.
So.
I don't mean to cut you off, Fonfa, but it is that way by design, right? Because they're pulling the energy from the ley lines, and that's what's making them "quote unquote" sick.
Yeah.
Right, and
Okay.
but they're not
Just wanna make sure I
purging
got that
any
right.
of the mana back into the ley lines is essentially I think what's been established.
Resetting the cycle.
Yeah, which is what
That's-
the failsafe 2 does. It puts the mana back into the cycle. But I'm gonna ask for clarification.
I don't think that's what that does.
I know. I'm about to ask that. Don't worry. I'm thinking ahead about this, buddy. So, the ley lines are sick or are depleting because they're not getting mana back. Failsafe to
Negative.
purge mana reserves. By purge, do you mean destroy, or is that redistributing them back into the ley lines?
Clarifying parameter. Clarifying presumption. Ley lines are not at natural thresholds, not because they have not received enough mana. The opposite is true. The ley lines are filled to bursting. Their exhaust ports have been covered. Allowances of only mana to be deposited within the reserves. The pressurization of these ley lines have occurred in natural phenomena, well within parameters of expectation. So, the information you see in front of you is the explanation of why magic works the way it does in Corvanus. It is not that the ley lines are dry, it is that they are very full but cannot escape. That is why one of the side effects of this is the birth of the Sorceress Mark. For having so much mana improperly contained, the earth cannot hold it. It seeps out into those being born, resulting in a sorcerer's birth. In addition to that, whenever enough mana, much like water drawing to itself, is cast upon the surface, upon an organic being, that being becomes a conduit to the mana stored below, and it bursts forth like a failing dam.
10 exposure.
Correct.
I see.
Ah,
In order to prevent this, there was a purge, but the last purge was 750 odd years ago.
Correct.
Oh, I'm so mad. Choir, who was responsible for enacting the purge of the ley lines?
The stranger.
Oh, little bastard.
Hold on. So the stranger. Let me get this straight. The stranger is responsible for doing it. It seems like the stranger is missing, if I'm not mistaken. His voicemails are full. He can't get messages. All of his jobs that he was doing aren't being done. Where is this motherfucker? Okay. So in character. Sorry. Choir. Where is the stranger?
Location unknown. Status unknown.
Fuck.
Signification, however. This one has received word, unverified word, that the stranger is deceased.
There's a fake fucking stranger pretending. What the fuck?
No.
I think he more than likely. The stranger, did he establish a means of for others without proper credentials to purge the mana?
The stranger enacted the use of apprentices to continue his work in his absence.
That makes sense.
So, like how this apprentice is attempting to enact his soul, how the other apprentices slacked in their responsibility.
Negative. They've continued the experiment, but lack the credentials for proper maintenance.
So, can you tell me for how many cycles has the ley lines been oversaturated?
745 cycles.
But that's when they were last purged.
Affirmative.
They filled up that quickly?
Affirmative.
I'm sorry, wait, can you run that by me again? I'm sorry.
So within this, at least we can narrow it down to within the same year that the stranger purged the ley lines, which is also around the same year that... Question. 745 years ago, my people documented an amber wave. Can you give information on that?
Scanning. Affirmative. In anticipation of this unknown threat, a purge of the mana was enacted to ensure that the individual using this amber power would not have sufficient mana in order to exhaust the contorted amber energy. It would appear that the trap was a success, as the individual was encased in amber, and the experiment continued.
Excuse the fuck out of me. What?
My god. Crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, so who's encased in amber?
I can't tell you.
Grammar's asking this. Who's encased in amber?
Unknown.
Oh, fuck.
And is it possible to get visual, like, of the other two incidents of trespassing?
Negative.
Alright, so...
Location of previous intruder located. Status deceased. You will see there is an empty cage. It looks very similar to the place that you saw the panicked people running around pushing buttons.
Which ones?
The ones in the beginning.
The first ones.
The first ones.
Okay.
Somebody bong hitting in the mic right now?
No, that was my water bottle. That was my fault.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
okay. I was like, it sounded
Stay hydrated.
bubbly.
Yeah, I was drinking some water and I
Whipping it, dude.
thought I pushed the mic away far enough, but
He's
It's all good.
he's being thirsty.
Hydration is
Water.
important.
Never touch the water. Fish fucking it.
Choir. Would destruction of Agamemnon sufficiently replace failsafe 1?
Did you say replace?
I guess.
I think that would be contingency.
What
one.
word?
Oh, I see what you mean. The destruction of Agamemnon will result in an imbalance in the Antvanti faith. Their faith will cause an excess of energy. This will cause innumerous faulted births and the destruction of their future. But yes, it should be sufficient.
I like this.
What would that accomplish, though, Darian?
You would destroy my enemy, of course.
Well,
I see.
hold on.
Two objectives at the same time.
But he's on Twenty Spirits.
Yeah, because he was placed there.
Well, it sounded more like he was created. But nevertheless, I mean, surely your that god has a creation story of his own, right? Just we're learning how they were actually created for here.
My god has been existing since the dawn of time, as far as I know. So I cannot tell you.
Okay, well,
and who is your god?
Babylon.
Hey, choir, how long has Babylon been around?
Unknown.
Shit. Okay.
well, I
Just
don't
checking
agree
facts.
with Babylon's or with Agamemnon's methods of going about helping Corvinus. I mean, destroying people who came here to help is not really a good foot to start on for me. But if destroying Agamemnon means destroying others as well, perhaps there's another way, Darian. But for now, we will keep your option on the table. I won't disregard the fact that he is, to some extent, a threat.
There's a lot to think about.
If
I
there
have
is-
another question, actually, that I think might help with clarification. So, choir, whenever you say that failsafe 1 is reaching critical mass because the Ichor is leaking out, is there a way to purge the Ichor like we would purge the ley lines that are overfull?
Parameters are in place to perform maintenance upon these various facilities.
Are they functioning?
Negative. They can be enacted.
Great. Okay, do we need a certain level of classification to do that?
Negative. Current classification will suffice. Manual requirements are enacted, however.
So we have to go to where the Ichor is overflowing and purge it.
Affirmative.
So that
Is
would
there
keep
teleportation
failsafe
circles?
1 working.
Say again?
Go ahead, Darian.
Are there teleportation circles there?
Teleportation network currently offline.
Of course.
Displaying
And it-
repair requirements.
Yes, please.
We can-
Oh
we can
boy! Guess what you see?
Is it a nexus?
Well, no. Well, yes, kind of. You are essentially standing on it.
This fucker.
That is what this is. This room with the choir of angels also works as a transposition station and the navigation, as the navigation area as created by the Impossible Apprentice. However, there are things that are missing, and now you see what the ramblings of the apprentice actually meant. There are things that are required in order to fix this place so that you can go to those places within the reasonable amount of time. And the list that is demonstrated, the list that is presented is as follows.
Stranger's blood. Boom. Got it.
Negative.
Yeah, I figured not.
There is a large list of mechanical requirements needed to fix this teleportation nexus. There are several crystals, gems, arcane paraphernalia, and all sorts of other things that you would recognize, Darian, to be Calcateshi in nature. They will certainly not be on this continent. So your heart sinks at first until you get to the end, in which you see that there are notes hastily scrabbled into this creature's mind, ones that were left by the Impossible Apprentice. There you will see that the list is clarified. Tracked to a Calcateshian vessel frozen in the north. And under it, you will see mortal hands required.
Bet.
Okay.
I do miss the code.
That raises another question. Are there any contingencies or failsafes in the north that we could possibly maintain while we are already up there?
That would be the Forge of Ice Under, which is the Purge Mana Reserves.
Purge Mana Reserves. Is that what the ley lines do?
Yeah. That's
Which
the
is
ley
number
two.
2.
Yeah, that would be it on the Corvinus map. The Ice Under is between Mornhow and the Pale City.
Okay.
Here, we don't need everything on there. I'll
No,
stream
I
it so you can
can
have the
see it in my head. I can see where it's at in my head.
Okay, alright, yeah. So we'd looks like we'd actually be going back to the Mornhow, Avery.
No, fucker. Forge of Ice Under?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, choir. About contingency number 2, Forge of Ice Under. How does it control the mana reserves?
Classified.
Fucker.
I'm sure we can. I'm
don't have
sure
that
that
security
if there
clearance.
is any more information, we can find it there that will help us ensure we activate the failsafes properly.
Right. My thing is, I'm trying to figure out how to weave this web of failsafes and contingencies to where the experiment is shut down without myrtleizing everyone.
Well, we need these items to even start thinking about it. So
You're right.
Yep.
Right.
We need
You're
to go. We got to
And
north
we
to the
also need
country.
to know what else work towards doing that for the other bits, because like one brings down the kill count from 93% to 15%.
Mhm.
So
That could be.
what did the
reduced.
other ones do?
That's what I wanted to know, is the interactions between the failsafes and contingencies, because we already found a way to reduce the death toll by fucking millions. I don't know how many people are on this continent, so I'm saying millions to make myself feel better.
By a lot. Let's go with by a lot.
Yeah.
By like over
Well-
70%.
So
Well,
if 3 goes off and kills everybody,
Once again, guys,
But
I
the
think
only
this
way
is
to
a
keep-
conversation for private.
the only way to keep 3 from being misused is with failsafe 1. I don't see how ichoric degradation keeps the organic purge from being misused. Choir, can you elaborate on how failsafe 1 would prevent the misuse of failsafe 3?
Failsafe 1 is an anti-magic material that is especially potent against outsiders.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean the organic purge is an outsider element?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's space gas.
It's space gas. Okay, cool. Yeah. Star
What's in-
farts.
Yeah. What about the other apprentices? They want to keep this process going. We're gonna have to deal with them.
I guess we're just gonna have to be faster.
Well, are the other apprentices?
I don't think I want to know that.
Do you want to avoid them?
Fuck yeah.
Well, considering they're wanting
Kinda.
to continue and like
We're either not
we're
helping them
being
or not
given
helping them.
clearance. So we're being given clearance that they're not given.
We're interfering a fuckload with either way we go.
Actually, I have a question. Choir.
We are
It's
poking a
gonna
lot of
tie into what
buttons.
you were asking. It's gonna tie into what you were asking, Kaido. But the impossible apprentice here in front of us, what were his roles for Corvanus assigned by the stranger?
As you ask this question, you will hear kind of a grunt coming from down here, from the apprentice, as the voices and sound start to return.
Oh shit! I didn't
The
mean to
apprentice lifts its hands and presses back. The choir slowly filters back up, and its pieces are disassembled and returned.
Hang on.
That was his limit.
Probably was this limit there. And also, don't be so intrusive.
The apprentice will turn back towards you. Time, little, strength, fading. Roll with others, ask directly. Speak.
Alright, ask your question, Jane.
I was going to ask the choir, what was your role here on the continent as assigned by your master, the stranger?
3 apprentices made, 3 lessons taught, 3 edicts remembered. You will see him start to kind of shift. The forbidden to cross the realm of meat and machine. Meat and machine. Machine and meat. Meat. Machine. Yes. The forbidden seeks to repair the weakness of flesh. The faith of a machine superior to experiment. The sacred, the soul, the source of faith. No body required, only a master's chain. And I was to act as the command for magic. Within it, faith may be elucidated despite the mortal funding to draw it from the air, from the water, from the earth. Our roles, my tasks, the unfinished. Too much seen. Experiment must stop. Master's wish, I am sure. Failed apprentices, those that did not pass the 3 trials, wander, scurry in shadows, pretend to be us, use experiments they do not understand.
Okay.
the choir seems to believe that the stranger is deceased.
Deceased?
When did you receive his
Deceased.
message to
Deceased.
stop the experiment?
Orders were always to watch experiment, to ensure experiment parameters, efficiency. Experiment too inefficient. It must be stopped. Too much. I see it. Their memories. I see their faces. I saw them 10, no, 20, 30, maybe years ago. I saw them. Their flashes. The great light was sealed, and all returned from the grasp of the herald. I saw them. I saw them fall unbound. Could not purge the cycle. They fell to nothing. Like stars, lost in the sky. Would destroy them, would defeat Master's purpose. Instead, vent opened. Silver, the sky. Violet to silver. Peace. Peace. Guilt, guilt, guilt. All wrong must be stopped.
I can see that you are burdened with your choices you've done so far. With the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. A query for you to ponder when you can, if you can. How might we help you, the individual, once our collective goal...
Lost! No time! Time already wasted. The yellow fades. It must be done.
Yeah.
Orange unbound. Orange unbound. No, Master's work will be destroyed. It must be stopped. No more. Preparations made. Strength of mortal kind must go in my stead. I will send. Repair the Nexus. Find the way. It must stop.
Well, we did see a ship that was carrying the necessary supplies frozen in the north.
Yes. Heard. My ears. My mind. Process.
Do you have any supplies we can use before we go?
Yes. Tower is bountiful in supplies. Magic. Potent. Limited. Will provide your needs.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, then I think we should get started right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we go, do you need a hug?
No.
It does not even respond to that.
Come on.
It
Do you need a hug?
see. All right, and with that, the impossible apprentice will raise up its hands and will begin to conjure energy. All of your downtime stuff is instantaneously resolved.
Yay!
Oh, shit.
I gotta
I
do
am now even more of a blender.
I did not
That's
do any
impossible.
fucking downtime
Wow.
shit, dude. I gotta.
But that's
I did.
impossible! Wow!
Wow. Okay, so I just okay.
Yes.
Did he say the yellow was fading? Wasn't the yellow time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Scary.
That entire time he was talking, I'm just like, do you need a hug, man?
Real quick.
It's rough
I'm gonna
out here
go
for a
and-
Saurian.
I'm gonna go and grab Kaito.
Like, I just want to give him a hug.
I'm like, hey, real quick.
I mean, look at that guy. Do you think he's stable? I don't think so.
He looks like
Oh.
he needs a hug.
I'm fucking losing it!
Character stuff.
What's up?
Kaito, real quick. Can we talk to the side while everyone's kind of getting all this cool stuff put in their hands while we wait our turn?
Damn. Sir.
Yeah, come here. I just, it's down here. Look, I'm not really good with this sort of stuff. She'll kind of look down, look up, look back at you. I think I have feelings for you, and I want to just lay them out flat and let you decide on what you want to do with this information.
Ew.
Kaito raises an eyebrow. For
Yeah,
me?
like, yes. I know it's a bit sudden and we've only known each other a short time, but I think it kind of started the first fight we had with those bamboo men. We were shoulder to shoulder and they just felt right, and over the course of this entire time you've really been a shoulder I can lean on, and I've tried to be present for you, I guess, sort of. I'm not good with being open and emotional, and but I just wanted to tell you so you can have time to think on it. I felt that, with what we're doing, you might not be alive for long, and I would regret not at least telling you.
We learned a lot today. There's a lot to process.
Yeah, I know. I don't know when we'll get another chance to have some form of silence and peace away from all of the sorrow of the world.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah. I'm good.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess we should go get our cool stuff then. Yeah. Awkwardly walks away.
I really
Just
so
peeking
badly.
over the
Oh,
side,
No!
watching them. She just walks by Paxil, just peeking over the side, watching them.
I think Grammar heard you.
If nothing else, I could at least feel what they were feeling. Awkward AF.
Kaido walks over near Grammar. He just bumps him on the shoulder. Then smiles.
Guys is not moving at the moment.
I know. As soon as he does, that's the first thing Grammar's gonna do.
Skulls. Oh man.
So, can
Axel,
someone
feeling
clarify?
the awkwardness, just kind of comes over and pats him on the shoulder.
Can someone clarify
You
downtime?
okay?
Oh my goodness.
Arcadum's bathroom right now, so
He's in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bathroom.
I'm just I'm looking for clarification.
Oh,
on what
like
you mean by
the
downtime.
cool like item stuff you wanted,
Okay.
or like
and-
any equipment upgrades.
Yeah. So like
Mhm.
the armor set that I wanted to do, and then could I also spend the rest of whatever X amount of time it would have been to experiment potions? Oh, Grammar spots you, Kaido. He's definitely pushing you.
Oh no, he's muttering something.
Oh.
Yeah, and Paxel's just like checking on him.
Yeah, to what limit are we able to get downtime stuff? Because I was not tracking that being anywhere.
Stealth failed.
We don't exactly know. So, yeah, that's...
Okay, cool. Tight.
Where are you
I'm
whispering?
guessing he will explain when he comes.
Kaito.
He tries to silently scream and doesn't work.
Me and Martini connected is a problem sometimes.
Paxel just starts petting you because that she's not entirely sure what you're saying.
He needs a moment.
Fuck.
That is why she is petting him. She's giving him a moment.
I don't think there's anything that I actually need. I don't know enough about this stuff. Because normally it would be impossible for me to gain the arcane knowledge property on my instrument, but this guy's kind of all about the impossible.
Yeah.
But that's really all I
Yeah,
want.
Paxel is basically just doing the big sister head pats thing.
Holy shit!
Well, I know one thing that Grammar's doing for sure, and then the rest of it's going to be experimenting with potions. Whatever X is for time experimenting with potions.
Gato had a lot to think about. Now he has a lot more to think about.
Yep.
Do you want to talk it through?
I think the answer is absolutely not.
No one asked you, little metal ball dude.
Does anyone
I
happen to
will
have...
use you as a soccer ball.
Kaito, this might be a good chance, because if money is no object in this scenario, this might be a good chance for the thing.
It was already like shot down.
Oh.
If you look in notes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm being vague.
I'm saying it was already shot down in notes. Like if you look in our notes channel.
Well, first things first, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Oh, we're not having that conversation here. Not after last time. Nope.
Yeah,
well, right now, Paxel's just trying to get Kaito to talk about his emotions because he is in turmoil.
So the reason we're in this
Even more
situation
so.
is because we can't shut the fuck up.
Good fucking luck.
This is good. What he's going through is good. This is good. My main fear, right, is that normally it's impossible for an NPC to hear us above board. This guy's kind of all about the impossible, so I don't really want to be talking above board about him.
Well, above board talk is representative. Our character's talking in character.
Yep. That's why I am continuously reminding everyone to shut up.
I do like that, Barry. You've just been talking
Yeah, let me
at
just point out
Kaido.
the fact that literally every time we've talked shit, we've gotten downgrades.
Yep, nope. That's why we're shutting the hell up. We are going to play nice and wait for a better opportunity.
Wait until we are actually alone. Like in a tavern or in
I have
an
no one
inn.
to talk to. Oh no.
Yeah. Pat's is just trying to get Kaito back into a talkable state right now.
He's just sitting on the steps, looking far.
She's on the step above him, just giving him the big sister head pats. You okay there? Well, I know you're not okay, but Do you want to talk about it? Because you've been in a lot of turmoil since me and Grammar even got here.
No idea what got there. God.
I'm sorry, what the fuck happened while I was gone? I heard screaming.
Confused feelings for Kaito, and he's broken now.
Oh, good.
God does not know how to feel at the moment.
Good.
And Paxil
But with
is
all
doing
of this,
Big Sister
and then
Headbutt's
her-
trying to get him into a talkable state again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so let's make sure everybody's background or downtime stuff is taken care of.
Yep.
You're gonna have to do me last, boss man. I did not have any time to go over downtime stuff.
I am ready to go whenever you are.
All right, we'll start with you, Grammar.
Yep.
For the chat's sake, go ahead and list out everything you did.
So I went ahead and picked me up some better plane armor. Looking to go get comfort, anointed, and get a gem slot on it. And then I was going to harsh cut a sapphire gem. Or look for a harsh cut. Well, basically, I'm looking for whatever gem I can get my hands on.
Well, you can,
But harsh cut is the goal.
well, you get whatever you want, because that's impossible.
Yep, harsh cut. And then the rest of the time, I'm going to frantically experiment with as many potions and combinations as I can.
There's gotta be a limit, right? I can't just get whatever I want.
I'm doing what was reasonable.
You wanted a harsh what?
Harsh sapphire.
Okay. Let's see, harsh sapphire, impossible table. I just get to choose. So let's give you.
Is there a limit to the tier? Because if there's not, I'm also going to add one more thing. But that's up to you, DM.
Well, what else do you want to add on there? Because right now I think you're up to tier 3.
Tier 4, I believe.
Tier 4? Okay.
Yep. As far as that, figure out the gym real quick, and I'll take a look. I think there was one more thing, but it only takes me a moment. I'm almost there.
I think I'm going to give you the one that gives you, oh god, what was it? Utilitarian, which allows you to use 2 item interactions at once.
Ooh,
for each
Wow.
item interaction. So it's pretty nice.
sick. Yeah, that's absolutely sick for me.
Oh, as a mercenary, he doesn't have item interactions anymore. They're just free for him.
Well, I already have 2. So my character already has 2 item interactions, and they're already free, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
let me go
that's
to my-
true. That's true. That's true. That's not very
Yeah,
good then.
I get 2, and they're free.
Let's do. I'll just give you the one that gives you +1 intellect then.
Okay, cool. That works out great for me. And then top it off, I was also looking for Glory Bound, but that's a rare, so I figured. Where it grants advantage to attack rolls and saving throws, has a triggered action once per long rest. If you have the Glory feature, you may do this a number of times equal to your current Glory per long rest instead. Which my current Glory is 3, so I'd be able to do it 3 times per long rest.
That's a tier 6 item, so tier 7's probably going to be the limit that I'm going to put on that. So we'll say you can get Glory Bound and then one tier 1 other thing if you want it. Maybe like Anointed.
What do you guys think? Should I take the +1 and just do Anointed and Intelligence and the Comfort and all that, or should I take the Glory Bound and Anointed?
Hmm.
The advantage is
Stuff that
it gives Glory Bound basically allows me 3 times per long rest to give advantage on attack rolls as a triggered action.
Or saving throw.
Or saving
I mean,
throw.
like, what was
Tier
the,
glory.
what
My
was the
current-
stuff that's not glory bound?
Anointed gives me reduction based on my AR for magical damage. Comfort allows me to sleep in my armor. I don't need to take it off for sleeping. And then enchantment will give me a +1 to intelligence.
Mm-hmm. I think Glory Bound and Anointed would be better, personally.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that then. We'll do that. Super simple. And then the rest of my time is spent brewing potions. That's all I give a shit about. As many as I can get my hands on. Also figuring out what the hell I built with that tar plus alchemist flame. Whatever that potion was that I
Okay.
never used.
Okay. Let's go ahead and give you the recipe for Greater Purging Potion. Let's give you the recipe for... You have Oil of Wrath already?
Nope.
Let's give you that one.
I have no recipes right now other than
And
a potion of healing.
we'll give you Greater Healing Potion recipe as well. And we'll give you Tar Bomb, which is what you made.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, there we go. Which of those armors did you choose? Did you want to go with the Glory Bound one?
The Gory Bound plus Anointed.
Okay, go and add that. You're good to go.
Yep, cool. Thank you.
No problem. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Yeah, and come out of hiding.
So, question. I did ping you about the potential golem crafting that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Is that still a... Can I do that or no? Instead,
Do you have any crafting feats at all?
I have the golem crafting feat. Thanks
Okay.
to Caliber 6.
Okay. Then we go through that. See, what is my gold limit here?
I give you an example in notes when I pinged you.
That's irrelevant. That
Got it.
That doesn't mean anything.
You better not be stealing my gold.
Well, I mean, the first thing that we should go over is, before we even go down this route, crafting a golem takes the party's ally slot. So that's number one.
Cool.
So, kind of should get party approval first, before that. Second bit, the Wayward Tower and the Impossible Apprentice count as both the magical source and the workshop, but you still need to find the materials. So you'll need to find the materials to make the chassis. It doesn't really matter what the shape is, but you need the materials to make it. And, you know, golems can be made out of stone, metal, flesh. It's really, what do you want to make it out of?
Can he use Calibrazix's current formation as the material?
What?
I'm not using Caliber 6 for this.
That would destroy him.
I thought you were turning Calibrazix into a golem.
No, that's the power armor. I'm not.
My
I'm
bad.
making a golem.
Ignore me.
In Memories of Mirror, so I'll make it out of stone.
Okay. Get some stone. Higher quality, the better.
Oh, dude, could you imagine if you used a barrel of silver salt that fucking Grammar has?
No. After what we learned about silver salt, no.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else you need to know. Oh, that's true. Totally forgot about that. The most important part of the golem that you need to make is the golem's heart. The golem's heart is the energy source in which the golem is fueled by. A golem heart is its container, its housing could be anything, like a powerful gem, it could be a glass cube, you know, things like that. You'll need to decide what the container is. And the power source inside can be things like souls, pure elemental energy, it can be pure mana, it can be Voidka, things like that.
I like the sound of elemental energies.
Well, I mean, you gotta find it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it'll be on the ship that we go and explore.
Maybe.
Well, you're gonna find stuff that helps fix a teleporter. Maybe you'll find stuff for a golem heart.
Yeah.
My point is, that's not happening now.
Alright.
Yeah, the golem is incredibly strong. So,
Alright, so for the purchases instead, I'm just buying a tier 2 light shield with pouch. And a tier 4 twin engrave with wending and engrave. With a royal cut ruby.
okay, plus 1 strength.
Alright, and that is all.
All right, who's next?
I
I
can
guess
go.
I can go. Okay.
Oh, no, you go. No. Go
Okay,
ahead.
sure. So I will be remaking my spellbook with the most amount of resources I can, and then just rest with how many cantrips I can get as well.
So, rebuilding your spellbook, got it. Did you list it out somewhere?
I don't know what's available or not, or what the limit is even. So I can't really list it.
Okay, so, what do you want to make it out of then?
I don't know what resources I have at all, if any.
Well, the Impossible Apprentice can conjure mostly anything. So, what do you want to make it out of?
I don't know. What is a
Okay.
good choice?
Do you want some suggestions then?
Yes, I would love that.
Okay. Well, since you're a fiend guy, you could make it out of fiend skin, which will increase the levels of your evil spells, and possibly even give your spells evil. You could make the evil subtype. You can get the pages made out of silver salted pages, which will just increase their potency as normal. And I just lost power to one of my monitors. Hello? Uh-oh. What is
We can hear
going
you.
on? What the hell just happened? Okay. One moment, please. All of my shit's broken. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to have interrupted stream, so that's good.
Thumbs up.
What in the Sam Hill just happened? What in the great Googled Moogly is going on right here? Okay. Okay. Why is chat room way over there? What the fuck is going on? Sorry about that.
What would the evil spell be?
It just gives it the evil subtype, which means it can gain the profane and it can gain the unhallowed protype subtype, stuff like that. Helps it bypass goodly stuff and things like that. Parchment wise, you can get silver salted parchment to just increase the potency of your casting because you don't care that they come from souls. Let's see here. You can. Let me think of some shit for you.
So I'm going to try and cast a lot of cantrips and do damage and stuff, so maybe something around that.
Well, first up, cover of the book, you can make out of fiend skin. The spine of the book, you can make out of a, you said you wanted to deal damage?
Yeah, something like that.
What kind of damage?
Any really, but
Well, yeah, but
I have a lot of.
like fire. Do you want to do more fire damage?
Yeah, fire is a good one.
Okay.
Imagine wizard trying not to
Like-
ask for more fire
like-
damage.
I'm over here
I
like,
mean-
Knob, what do you want? And he's like, I don't know.
All? Everything? You
Can
know?
I just have everything? It's like, how about you work with me a little bit? All right, let's do this.
Okay, yeah.
Cover.
Or
Cover. You
I'm a
can.
material bro.
Oh my god. No, that's not going to. That's not going to work this time. I'm full of anger. All right, let's see what we got here. So we'll do cover. Will be fiend skin, and we'll do spine. Let's make that out of something.
Some sexy.
You want it to be offense based, so let's make it a bladed spine. That's cool.
You can use your book like a dagger.
We'll do wicked script pages.
Sounds good.
And for the adornment, what personal effect do you want to add to your adornment?
So that would be like the symbol or something?
This is the thing that makes it yours. Like, this is what unique personal thing do you want to put on it?
I think the holy symbol of Babylon, but
You
I
can
don't
put
know.
that on there if you want. That's fine.
yeah, I think that's
Okay.
the best representation.
Okay.
If lost, return to Darien, cleric of Babylon.
If lost, return to Debian. Yeah. Okay. At Darian. There. I'll go over that later. I'll make it because we're at session time pretty much. Okay. Anything else you wanted?
As many cantrips as I can get.
5.
Okay, that's about it.
Okay. Who's next?
I should be
Okay,
pretty quick, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. I was wanting to remake my trumpet casting implement, and right now it has Silvered and Herald on it. And I was hoping, since we're about the impossible right now, if I could get the Arcane Knowledge one put on there. I believe that was the one that let me use my proficiency. No, but my performance roll for Arcana checks.
You just want to add it?
I just want to add Arcane Knowledge and keep Silvered and Herald on the trumpet.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it doesn't show what tier Arcane Knowledge is.
Total would be tier 7, so you're fine.
Okay, sweet. Then yeah, I'd like to do that. And then, if I can, I would like some songs.
Okay. Pick a song.
Normal song, unique song, advanced song,
Advanced song.
Dark Storm Dirge.
Okay, there you go.
Hot. I'm good. That's me.
Okay.
Okay, I think that leaves just me.
And Anfa.
Oh, and on phone.
Damn. Okay.
Forgotten.
Well, you spoke up, so go.
Okay, so I'm retraining my mastery and alchemist kit into my glaive to give me mastery in my twin glaives.
Okay.
I'm retraining the alchemist feat into savage bulwark,
Okay.
and I was wanting to get new armor and a new weapon.
Okay. Such as?
an armor with Anointed, Mana Weave, and Treated, making it a 7 tier.
Why do you want Mana Weave?
Because I'm constantly at a 4 exposure, and it's nice that that goes back to normal.
Manweave don't do that, does it?
That's how it
Silver
was
is whenever
working
you
whenever.
gain exposure.
No, that's my normal
Always-
exposure rating. That's my
Oh,
base
okay, you want
exposure.
to track
So
it,
that's
tracking what you're saying.
4. That's 4.
What base armor do you want?
A type of leather.
Yeah. So here's what I'm saying. Like,
Light armor.
yeah, but here's what I'm saying. That's still not very useful to you for the tier slots you're gonna get. I mean, if you want it, it's fine. I'm just saying, there's better options.
Yeah, I was gonna get Anointed, Mana Weave, and Treated on that. The problem is there's a lot of question marks.
If that's what you want, it's fine. It don't bother me none. I'm just telling you what's up.
And on my new Twin Glaive, I would like Anointed and Greater Rending.
Okay.
Because plus 6 to cut.
Yeah. Alright, those are both fine.
So you're keeping your old Twin Glaive, or?
I'm gonna keep my old Twin Glaive, but I wanted a pretty new one with plenty of cut damage.
Looks like weaker Twin Glaive? Huh. Go on.
Are you asking if you can use mine?
Yes.
Well emoted, Kaido. Anyway, anything else you want, Paxel?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright, Anfa.
Okay, so on the biggest changes, Anfa is shifting out of Grand Tree Guardian and going into Auravale. So I'm getting access to at 6th level Veil of Mana and Ribbon Royal, as well as getting a what is my blessing? Yep, my chosen blessing, which is Blessing of the Strange. At 7th level, I gain access. Oh, and I can tell what each of the things do. Actually, let me do that. That might be better. Veil of Mana is whenever I would hardcast a spell that would target an ally, I gain temporary hit points equal to the spell level plus the number of allies targeted. And then with the Ribbon Royal, when as an action I can select an ally, and if that ally has any spell it is benefiting from, I can infuse it with increased power, which can increase the incremental benefit of that spell by 1. So let's say they're benefiting from +2 to AC, I can increase that to a +3. If they have Bless on them, I can make that 2d4. For example, this effect lasts for a number of rounds equal to my proficiency modifier. I can use this a number of times per long rest equal to my wisdom modifier. Then at 7th level, I gain access to a hymn and 4th level spells. And then at 8th level, I get, let me try to pronounce this here, Arcadum, I think. Probably not right, but I'll be judged. My Arcana grants a boon when I use it on an ally. That ally gains a bonus of my chosen blessing. Only one ally can be affected by this ability at a time, and this ability is increased whenever I activate my hymn. Its effect use the ally's exposure as for any number calculation. For feats at 8th level, I finally settled, and I chose to take, for my general feat, I took Resilient, gaining a Constitution proficiency and expertise in my saving throws. And for my magic feat, I chose Chosen of the Strange. Whenever I activate my hymn, all allies within 30 feet gain a bonus to their skill checks, ability checks, and saving throws equal to my wisdom modifier for 1 round. And I gain 1 additional use of hymn each long rest. And then spells, I'm just taking, pretty much just got, first level spells was Protection from Evil Good, Bless, Bane, and Command, and a Shield spell. Second level was a Spiritual Weapon. 3rd level was Plant Growth and Crusader's Mantle. And then for 4th level, I took Fire Shield, Guardian of Nature, Aura of Purity, and Aura of Life. And for items, I'm just getting a basically just a shield, a light shield with Ironbark on it, and if I can also get maybe Fire Fluxed on it, that would be cool.
Did you change what your base class was?
I'm still a druid.
Okay. Did you take feats for that?
For which one?
You don't have proficiency in shields.
Oh, do I not get?
No, you don't. You only have proficiency in light armor. That's it. Yeah, you lost like everything you built.
Oh.
that's why that's why I was like, okay, be an Orvale, but you're not gonna be able to use any of the gear you have. Yeah, you only have proficiency in light armor now.
Ah.
Yeah.
It says you gain weapon and armor proficiency of both classes at level 6 in the prestige classes. But...
So anyway, do you want a shield or not?
Oh, I would have to choose between being base druid or base cleric then?
As I have stated several times, I do not understand why you're doing this change. It is going to heavily weaken your entire build concept. I mean, I really don't have time to go over, like, I'm already 20 minutes past time, and I have to prep for the next game. Like... Okay. Here.
Okay.
So, weapon and armor proficiencies are not shield proficiencies.
Okay then.
So you do not have shield proficiencies.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
I'm still fine with that if I just lose the shield proficiency then.
Okay. Yeah,
I will...
That's...
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah, I would have
that's
said
fine.
shield if I intended for people to get shield access. Shields are fucking strong in this system.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So then... Okay.
I also have to
let's-
re-roll all of your hit points.
Okay.
What's your con? 12?
+1.
Okay, so 7 there, plus 9. Do you have, like, did you take tough or anything?
Nope.
Okay, HP is 62.
Okay, 62.
That's some good rolls.
Yeah, I rolled well on that. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Still has almost as much health as me. I'm a fighter. Where's my health?
Okay then.
I took it.
Oh, it's behind 15 AR. Why don't you stop crying about it?
I'm content with my 77 health.
Okay, anyway. Alrighty. Are you done?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Alright. I mean, are you sure?
Let me.
You sure you're fine?
Oh,
What's
Joe's not fine.
what's the weapon
That's
you're
for
using?
sure.
What's that?
What weapon are you going to use?
I currently have a quarterstep, which I'm thinking about maybe upgrading.
Okay.
I'm just going through the.
Well, are you going melee still? Like, what's your plan here?
I'm just having it in case I get in melee. My
well, then
intention
that's
is-
not. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
spend it elsewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Is I'm looking currently at my armor right now. I'm thinking maybe. Can get up to. It currently has. My armor currently has anointed frostflux engraved, and it's iron bark. So, and I have the tempered approach from the engraved gem. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can get
Well,
equipment-wise.
tell you what. Think about it. Just send me a list.
Yeah. I'll think about it and I'll just send you a list, and I'll keep it pretty simple. I think.
Yeah.
Since
It's a
fine.
good thing I have forgiveness, not foolishness.
Okay. Well, that's where we'll call it, and we're going to end it with the apprentice teleporting you to the abandoned vessel lost at sea.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh boy. What a good sesh.
We
That has a
reset
lot to
back
think
our
about.
base. We reset back to our base, like exposure and stuff.
Yeah. You full
Okay.
long rest, full reset.
Congratulations, Ampa. You are
Yeah.
now stuck to my side like glue. Just so I can hit anyone who hits you.
Okay.
I know.
Sigh.
Alrighty. That will be that, I suppose. Thanks for watching, guys. Everybody watching. Thanks for playing players. Do we have any fan art?
We got memes.
Memes, you say?
We got memed
Yeah.
on. We got memed
I'm
on.
looking. I'm scanning.
Start with the eggs.
I was hoping I didn't make it into no memes.
No, you did not.
I hope
Let's
nobody
go.
makes memes of me.
That's- I fear the stupidity I can be a part of.
Okay. There we go.
I will say something. You caught Kaito completely off guard about those emotion freezings.
Emotion. Gross.
Kaito did not think you thought of him that way.
And Paxel's gonna have a long conversation with Kaito.
Do you
later.
guys see it? They're eggs. Okay. Anfa's current mental after confessing to Kaido. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Kaito
can
Kaito did
actually
that.
pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. No shield.
I was bragging for a week to Shamber that I was gonna have a shield. I
Yes.
should have, as I said in the Twitch chat, this is a lesson to take
Well,
to verify
to be fair,
with your DM.
To be fair, you had a shield. You gave it up. Like, that's what happened.
Please delete the shield I spent an hour making.
Yep. I'm
Delete it now. He's a little
deleting
bitter
them,
about
don't
that. I
worry.
think.
Hey,
Okay.
while we're at it, I want to switch over to a caster.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Anyway, I gotta prep for the next game. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon for Silver Star.
Yeah.
Woo!
Take care.